Hi, welcome to the Easter Seals University Employee No Call, No Show Procedures Training. Today I'm going to go over with you the procedure that you need to follow in the instance that you have an employee that has not shown up for work and they haven't called you. The first thing I want to touch on is in our employment policies manual. There are two policies where we talk about no call, no shows. The first one is under the employment separation policy under voluntary resignation. 2 consecutive days of absence without notice to appropriate management is considered resignation without notice. And also under the work conditions and hours under the attendance and promptness. Employees who are absent 2 consecutive workdays without notice to appropriate supervisor are presumed to have voluntarily resigned their position without notice. So they're seeing this twice in the employment policies manual. It's there for them to refer back to as well and for you to refer back to. So you have an employee who is absent and you haven't heard from them yourself. What should you do first? Well, the first thing I recommend is checking your voicemail, because whether it's on your cell phone or on your office phone, they may have contacted you and maybe you just missed the call. The other thing I would do is to talk with other staff or supervisors to see if they've heard from that particular employee. If the person is still a no call, no show, on the first day of absence, what you need to do is to make an attempt to contact the employee. You want to document the contact attempt, including the date that you called the person, the time that you called them, the action, whether you left a message with the employee, left a message on the voicemail, left a message with somebody who answered the phone who is not the employee, and whether you got no answer at all. And also what you stated in that message or stated to the person that you left the message with. If you don't receive a response from the employee within a couple of hours on that first day, you want to make an attempt to contact the employee again, and then document those contact attempts, again including the date, the time, the action, again, whether you spoke with the employee, if you left a voicemail or left a message with somebody else there, or if you didn't get an answer. And then also what you stated and what the employee stated if you talked to them. If you still don't get a response from the employee within a couple of hours on that first day, then make attempts to contact their emergency contacts. Again, documenting everything along the step of the way, including the date, the time, again, the action, who did you speak with, did you leave a voicemail, did you leave a message with somebody else, or whether they answered or not, and then what you or the emergency contact stated. The next thing you want to do on that first day of absence of no call, no show, contact the Human Resources Department so that they are aware that there's a situation where somebody is a no call, no show, and then follow up with your contact attempts and your documentation from that with the Human Resources Department. If the person was only absent one day without calling or showing, you'll want to follow the coaching or corrective action procedures. However, if they're then absent a second day, you're going to repeat all of the steps that we just went through, including the documentation attempts. So you're going to contact the employee, you're going to contact them again in a couple of hours if you don't hear from them, and then you're going to contact those emergency contacts again. Again, documenting everything along the way. If you still don't hear from anybody on that second day, by the end of the day, then the person is presumed to have voluntarily terminated their position without notice. You're going to want to get with the Human Resources Department with all of your documentation from the process for both days, and the Human Resources Department will mail a voluntary resignation out to that person and will complete the termination form. If you have any questions regarding anything that's outlined in this training, please don't hesitate to contact the Human Resources Department for assistance. Thank you.